Yo, what's up, guys? We got PokeaimMD here with the next part of my Hydreigon. Well, not my Hydreigon, but the Hydreigon suspect test ladder. And today we're gonna be laddering with this team that my boy Sam passed me. Big shots to him. I was actually like on Skype, and I was like, I really want a ladder for UU. And then I was like, damn, I don't have a team. But I didn't tell anybody this. And then next thing I know, like while I'm thinking it, Sam was like, hey, do you need a UU team? And he passes me this. And it has my boy, Hard Body. It has Entei. And I love these Pokemon. So let's get right into it. Well, I mean, Entei not as much, but obviously I love Reuniclus. So my opponent is extremely weak to Reuniclus. He only has 10 million physical attackers that can probably power through it. Actually, Gator's just a big threat, though I do have Chestnut to deal with that. Tyrantrum, but again, Chestnut just deals with the majority of his team. Actually, Chestnut can wall a ton of his team. Yeah, just by itself. Sylveon is pretty solid versus him. I'm just going to lead off with Empoleon, though I am Shukaberry, so nothing on his team can actually OHKO me, and I can switch out versus something like Tyrantrum that scares me anyway, as he ends up leading off with his Crobat. So, not sure how he wants to play around this. I don't know if he taunt me turn one. I honestly just expect him to U-turn out into Umbreon. I'm just going to throw off a Scald, as he does taunt me, so this is fine. This gives me the potential to either burn him, as I do, wow, right away. That gives me the potential to burn him, and what I can do actually is, I could hard switch into Sylveon, because his best play is U-turning out into Umbreon, probably trying to Heal Bell if that's what he wants to do, because that's his only switching. Actually, I'll just Scald, because if had I went Sylveon, he would have just went out into Fortress, but I guess that would have prevented the the Heal Bell, but I'm not sure. A Sceptile ends up coming out, so again, another Pokemon that I do have the opportunity to burn, as we miss out on that burn. I don't know why I sound so disappointed. I'm definitely not. Sylveon is just a great switch into this regardless. I take Leaf Storms, I take Giga Drains. I mean, I'm Sylveon. Obviously, I want you guys to let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think Hydreigon should be banned? Do you not think it should? You can obviously tell me why down below, if that is the way you're going. I'm pretty positive I actually beat Fortress 1v1, but I do want to get up rocks as quickly as possible. And again, my Empoleon is just scaring him. If he wants to Volt Switch here, Empoleon gets right back up to full, and nothing he goes to can OHKO me except for like a superpower Life Orb Gator. That's pretty much the only thing I think that can OHKO me, if not even that. So, and once Entei comes in, it just starts killing things. He does go for Toxic. Glad I didn't stay in. Once again, I could throw off a Scald if I want to. I could also sit on my rocks, but because he has a Rapid Spinner right in front, I'd rather just throw off a Scald and do close to 50% to it, as he is going to set up his rocks. I don't really mind that too much. I'm going to set up mine and allow him to Volt Switch on me, mainly because this forces him to either Defog or Crobat later, or Rapid Spin with Fortress, and now Fortress is low enough to the point where I might be able to 2-KO with the Hyper Voice. So Umbreon comes out. That I don't mind too much at all. I mean, let's just start combining up Reuniclus. We win. And this also prevents him from passing to Crobat. Like, at this point, Reuniclus honestly just wins the game. Like, he has nothing for this. So, Foul Play isn't going to do crap. I can Combine up, and we can just start getting our kills, to be honest. What I can do here is actually Psyshock if I wanted to, but I don't find the need to. I'll Psyshock, though, just in case he wants to switch out into like Tyrantrum, because what this does is it allows me to not have to go for Focus Blast, because that's definitely a roll right there. That's definitely a roll. It definitely does more than that. But, see, I could easily eat up his hit and then knock him out with the next side shot, because that's definitely a roll, doing 43%. But I'll just go Chestnut. It's a safer play. We'll make safe plays, I guess, because it does eat the head smash if he wants to go for that. That's definitely banded, too. Good lord, that's definitely banded. I don't have Spiky Shield on this, unfortunately. But now the fact that Tyrantrum is so low means I can beat it 1v1 with my Aerodactyl or anything. Aerodactyl also is a Pokemon that he has trouble with, especially with Fortress being so low. I'm only going for Synthesis here simply because Crobat is the better switching than Fortress on this, because Crobat does get off a Roost. I think I just want to go Arrow, though. If he wants to Brave Bird, I can Pursuit Trap him. If he wants to Taunt, pretty much I can take any hit he wants to go for, and I can potentially pursuit him right here. So I don't expect him to risk his speed tie, especially when he has a forge. So I'm going to go for pursuit. He should not risk his speed tie. He actually risks a potential speed tie where I can knock him out with Stone Edge. I think that was a poor play on my opponent's part, especially because Crobat doesn't always run max speed. But who am I to say anything when obviously the play worked out for him, right? But Mega Error does revenge kill Sceptile, it revenge kills Crobat. I can go right back out into my Empoleon one more time and just defog away the rocks. He has to Rapid Spin anyway, right here. And there's no way, we know his entire moveset. So there's no way that he's not going for the Volt Switch right here. So we'll defog, get rid of his rocks, that way I don't have to play around them. Alright, so he decides that Stealth Rocking is his play. I mean, again, that's fine. I'll Scald here then if you want to weaken your Fortress. The thing is, he has nothing that can kill me, and I can easily defog versus Umbreon versus Crobat. Even versus Greater if I wanted to, but we'll throw off a Scald one more time. Chestnut is definitely the key to winning this because Chestnut can take on Gator, though not as well because we're obviously not Leech Seed and Spiky Shield. This is like a roaring phasing Chestnut with Spike support. That way we could better take on stuff like Curse-Lax because this team is kind of weak to Curse-Lax. I want to get rid of Tyrantrum though before I Calm-Mind up one more time. I'm glad that I was able to get off that hit on it though because that means that after rocks I 100% knock it out with the next +1 Psy Shot. But we'll just throw off the Scald. As he Volt Switches right there. Okay, that's fine. I'm not really too worried about what he can go into. As Umbreon is going to come out. And this gives me the opportunity to defog. So, not sure why he made that play. Because now, not only does he have to risk the next Scald, like I'm definitely going for Scald right here. If he tried to pass that to anything. Yeah. So, we're going to get up our Stealth Rock one more time. Since his foul play isn't doing anything and Fortress is now so low. And what I can do is... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Wish Protect. I'm going to go out into my my Fortress right here. Excuse me, my Chestnut right here. I actually don't think he has Defog if he's Taunt, Roost, Brave Bird. Yeah, U-Turn. I don't think he has Defog. So, what I want to do is just get up a Spike. As we prevent Fortress from coming in now. Yeah, so I'm definitely just getting up these spikes. I don't think he gets Defog on Crobat. And I'm just going to get up one more spike as well. To 100% ensure that Fortress doesn't live at all. And I can just phase around this. Whatever wants to come out. And Fortress isn't living anyway. So my hazards are here to stay. I do reveal Roar. But that also means, what is he doing to it? Crobat? Okay. Taunt, U-Turn, Roost, non-Brave Bird in Crobat? You definitely have Brave Bird. So we're going to go out to Aerodactyl. If he doesn't have Brave Bird, if he has Defog, that's fine. But he does go for the Brave Bird. See, again, I want to Pursuit. But I don't think there's a reason to. I think Aerial Ace is the better. I already showed Pursuit. I feel like he's not going to switch out. I think if anything, he's going to try and U-turn out. So I'm going to go for the Aerial Ace. As he does go for the Roost. I mean, I'm not losing. I already know his entire set. I'll just Stone Edge. Yeah, I don't know if the guy knew that I'm a rock type. So we're able to knock out that giant threat. We're able to knock out that giant threat. Tyrantrum is going to come out. That's going to die. So I'm not being bluffed by anything. I saw the head smash damage. Even if you were Scarf, you weren't faster than me anyway. And what we can do is look for another battle. Nice. This one's this game might be a little bit harder just because of Crawdaunt, but we do have Chestnut on the team. Also, I want to note that the double arrow could be annoying. I want to lead off with Entei because I feel like Cobalion matches up so well versus my Arrow, versus my Sylveon, versus Empoleon. And I feel like that's something he'd lead off with. Alternatively, he could lead off with his own Entei, but if he does lead off with Cobalion, I'm going right for the Sacred Fire. I don't care that I see a Tentacruel. My Defogger beats Tentacruel 1v1, especially because it's not weak to poison. He leads off with Sylveon, so again, not bad for me at all. I don't know if he's Specs or not. I kind of think he's Wish support with this giant team, but yep. We'll be able to throw off a Banded Sacred Fire. That's going to do about half to Entei. A little bit less, I think. I actually don't remember the calc. I think it's somewhere either 43 to something percent. 43 min. Definitely 43 min. This is a Heal Beller though, so even if I burn or if I manage to burn Aerodactyl, it probably won't matter too much. But if I burn Tentacruel, that'd be great. especially because Tentacruel, like, it's not coming in. Nice. Basically, what I was trying to say with this is that I have the option, or I have the chance to 2-KO Tentacruel, and he just forfeits. Okay. Yo, people really don't like Entei, man. Great Pokemon, though. We have Rain, which is very scary, especially with Heracross. Wow. Chestnut does beat Swampert. Ludicolo can be beaten by Wish Protect. Sylveon. Sableye is annoying. I just want to lead off on Entei because it gets a kill with Sacred Fire, but I want to get up my rocks. Leads off with Sableye. I'm just going to go for Scald, but just in case he wants to taunt me. He could get up his Rain first, but let me just go for Stealth Rock. Is this the coach of the St. Louis Rampardos? You're definitely joking. But I am able to get my rocks, which is nice. And then I can just start throwing off some Scalds. He's definitely joking. He has to know who I am. You wouldn't say that joke if you didn't know who I am. Maybe I'll freeze him in this game. I'll make the joke funny. But we're able to get up rocks. Nice. Gonna be pressuring the Heracross. Gonna be pressuring that Volbeat running around. I think it's Volbeat. He actually hard switches directly into Swampert. So this Swampert is gonna be taking a Rain boosted Scald, and I crit and I burn. Holy crap, man. It's terrible for my opponent. And I can go directly into Chestnut, taking full advantage of this. The thing is, I had Sugar Berry anyway, so I could live his hit and go for Scald. But because I crit and burnt him, I decided why not take full advantage of it and go directly into Chestnut. Because there's actually no reason not to. And it still lets me take a Water and Dragon Resist the Kingdra and just throw off more Scalds, potentially burning him. I don't want to lose to Scarf Heracross. Let's think about this. Sylveon definitely is more important than anything else on the team. Honestly, if he wants to drop a Draco, I think Empoleon's the better play because I can throw off more Skulls. I'm scared. You're a really good battler, aren't you? I'm average. I'm okay. I'm definitely okay. But that's about it. I wouldn't say anything else. I think Pokemon's the game where it doesn't matter how quote unquote good you have or how much experience you have. Anybody can win. That's just my honest opinion on that. So maybe if I thought, oh, I could take on anybody, but he keeps bringing in the Pokemon I don't think he should bring in. Like, he has Ludicolo. Don't let your Heracross potentially get weakened. This monster. We're going to go hard on to Sylveon, though. Though it is useful for the rest of his team. Hopefully he's not banded. I'm hoping he's Scarf. Yeah, looks like he's Scarf just based on this team. Because it'd be something that can clean up and break through the mons that Kingdra and Swampert don't want to deal with. Just faster mons, just plowing through like Blissey and things like that. So we'll throw off a Wish because not only does it waste a Rain turn, but it also ensures I can take hits from Ludicolo and things better. However, he does go out to Illumise, and Ludicolo isn't outsped under Rain, right? Well, if it's 239, if it's like the modest Ludicolo, it is outsped. I'm gonna go Aerodactyl. Because he's just going to either go for the Encore or anything like that. Like, he should go for Encore, yeah. I can go out to Aerodactyl, and I can just throw off an Aerial Ace and knock this thing out. If he wants to go for Thunder Wave, that's fine. That prevents him from potentially going for Rain. He does throw off a Rain Dance, though, so we should be able to knock out the Volbeat. Nice. We might actually be faster than Ludicolo if he opts to go out to that. Honestly, I'll risk that if he does go that, because right now we're looking to stream him with, sweep him, with Banded Extreme Speed from Entei. Just need a little bit more damage on Kingdra, and also Sylveon, whenever it comes out, he gets a kill. Or for example, if it's modest Ludicolo, I think we outspeed it. Well, never mind. Actually, it has to be like more like max speed. So what's not doing anything in this game? We're gonna this is still a Fighting Resist. I just feel like Empoleon's still always the good play. It forces this thing to take at least 2 or 3 Life Orb hits, depending on what move you went for. If you went for Hydro Pump, it would have 2-KO'd. But we can throw off Scalds one more time. And Kingdra is about to be in range of Extreme Speed from Entei. All I got to do is get off the Scald, or all he needs is a little bit more damage. I think one more Life Orb hit is about the range we need. The thing is, Kingdra's really bulky. He does swap out into Sableye, interestingly enough. So he's letting... I don't know. I don't know if I agree how he's playing versus this Empoleon. He's allowing Pokemon that... Like, he has Ludicolo. The Resist with Giga Drain. He could be taking it, but he chooses to burn me with Scald, so he gets rid of his normal immunity, and now I'll be able to sweep him with Banded Extreme Speed. Like, I'll actually be able to sweep him with Banded Extreme Speed. Also, when rain is gone, I literally click Aerial Ace as well. So, Heracross comes out. I'm going to go Reuniclus just in case he doesn't Mega Horn. Because I can still save that just to force Kingdra to take another hit. And at this point, I have no reason not to click Psyshock. It gets out the damage on Ludicolo. It does a lot to Kingdra. It might not knock it out. Yeah. But it does put it to one more hit. And again, what I can do is keep Reuniclus because it's still fighting resist. Sack Empoleon. And Kingdra, oh, I don't even go down, so that's nice. So we'll be able to get off the last turn of rain and just throw off a Scald. So unless he's something like Sub Ludicolo, Heracross comes out. It's going to be able to knock me out with the close combat. Or Mega Horn, excuse me. But now all I got to do is go out to Entei, click Extreme Speed 3 times. He Scarf Moxie. Yep. All I got to do is click Extreme Speed. Ludicolo cannot set up Rain and take 2 Extreme Speeds. So it's game. So click Extreme Speed. I'll be able to knock out Heracross. And Ludicolo is going to be 2 KO no matter what. So I think Rain is very interesting in this tier. I actually love Tornadus for it just because of the Prankster. And it also hits hard. Like Sableye and Volbeat are cool. That is Volbeat, right? That's not Illumise. That was Volbeat. That's the guy. That's Volbeat. Yeah. Sableye and Volbeat are cool, but they just don't have the offensive power. Like, the thing is, Tornadus can set up the rain and hit you with an accurate Hurricane. It has Superpower. It has Sludge Wave. It has so many good moves. But basically, what I was saying is Ludicolo cannot take the hit and set up rain to potentially sweep me, and that'll be game because Aerodactyl will be able to come through, knocking him out with the Aerial Ace, and that is going to be good game. Oh, thank you. Does he really think I was A-Drive? There's no way. There's no way. There's no way that man thinks I'm A-Drive. So we got another game, and this is, I think, a harder game because Snorlax is on his team. Snorlax is a very difficult Pokemon for us to deal with. I'm going to lead off with Entei, though, because if he leads off with pretty much this half, and this, I can beat it. Leads off with Swampert, I have to switch. Honestly, no. Thinking about it, I think Aerodactyl's a better lead because if he leads off with Entei, I feel like he's going to lead off with Swampert, though. Combine Reuniclus definitely has a shot at beating him. I just need some hazard damage. I'll lead off Aerodactyl as he leads off with Swampert. So, a little bit unfortunate for me, all the way already starting off in the back. This could be Mega, but either way I'm going out to Chestnut. I do have the Heal Bell, so I don't really care if he burns me with Scald. And if he wants to get up his Stealth Rock, that's fine too. So he does Mega and get off a Waterfall. That's completely fine. We'll just get up a Spike right here. As Celebi is going to come out. Now this is interesting because we don't know the Celebi set at all. But either way, I'm going hard into Entei. It might be Stealth Rock Celebi actually because he's regular Pert. I don't know. He does throw off an Earth Power. Good play on my opponent's part. Oh, he's Life Orb. Okay. Huh. You know what? I'll Extreme Speed to get off damage to put it in range of Pursuit from my Aerodactyl. Yeah, because Psychic was definitely coming out. So, Entei, though it did have a chance to do some work versus him, I'd much rather be able to go out to Aerodactyl. I'd much rather get rid of Celebi. I think it was Nasty plus Celebi. We're going to Mega Evolve in Pursuit because I do expect him to switch since Celebi can still take on my Chestnut and recover off versus it. And Pursuit will obviously be able to knock him out. So not only do we get a Spike and we're able to Mega. Honestly, he's going to double here into Crobat. I'm tempted to Stone Edge. But I'm not going to make the play. Like, he's 100% going to... He has to double out to Crobat. This is such an obvious play. Yep, there's a double into Entei. Would have been beautiful if I made, you know, the Stone Edge play, but... Chestnut is still very, very useful. Sylveon, not as much. Sylveon, definitely not as much. We can stall out a few Sacred Fires, though, if we want to. Yeah, Sylveon, definitely not as much this game. I'm still very scared of Snorlax. I need hazards up. So, we'll protect. Just try to stall out a few Sacred Fires. Next time I'll make the play. I wasn't sure how good my opponent was. I mean, he did make the Celebi play. But, I mean, that was just the play to make. I'll just keep going protecting. Literally lose nothing from it. And now what we can do is go right out into Aerodactyl. Yeah. And just Edge. Because we're still weakening the Pert, right? Because the Spike is up. Assuming this hits, that does so much damage. All things considered. I'm going to go out to Empoleon because if he does double back on Entei, at least I can take one Sacred Fire. As he gets up his Stealth Rock. I'll be able to get my own Stealth Rock right here. Because we are Shuka Berry. Yum. And I can go right out. See, I feel like Chestnut's coming out right now, right? That's such an obvious. I'm going to go for Scald. Ah. Actually, I feel like Entei was coming out right there. And because if I went Chestnut, that would have been so obvious. But I'll go out into my Chestnut now. And we're just going to start phasing this guy around a bit. Hoping to get a few good roars. That is definitely not what I wanted. Oh, man. How much does Reuniclus take from Bandit Sacred Fire? Let me see. Reuniclus, I am hard body. You come mine. Entei, you choice ban. 80% to a KO after. Yeah, that's not enough. I'm going Arrow. I gotta go Arrow. I need Chestnut alive to not lose to Swampert or that. So we'll risk this burn right here. Hopefully we don't get it. He does get the burn, unfortunately for me. I still want to pursue here because we do damage to knock him out with the spikes, and that's what I needed. And he's not. Yeah. Okay, so we do damage to knock him out with spikes, and that's the huge part. And now I can go out to Reuniclus and just start combining up. He might just go hard into Crobat, so I'm tempted to actually go for Psyshock. As he goes Snorlax. That's unfortunate. Oh, not really. Because I do have the Focus Blast to deal with it. So hopefully this connects. No! Come on. Disconnect. I just need damage on this thing. Connect. Hey. Had he not gotten the last hit off, I think we would have been good. I'll Psyshock here, because the next Focus Blast isn't knocking him out anyway, and I can recover off the damage. I will be faster. Basically, if I hit the first Focus Blast, I 2KO'd him. As he returns, and he crits me right there. Nice. That's a very sarcastic nice. But we can recover off the damage. Basically, we're still out of range of the, and they should die. He knows I have to recover here, right? So I was thinking he could have actually made a Crobat play right there if he wanted to. All I got to do is just get enough recovery to live a hit from Swampert, which shouldn't be too hard. But then at the same time, I have to hit a Focus Blast on that turn. So one more recover should do it, because that's almost the most I can make. And then if I hit a Focus Blast, I knock him out. And then Hard Body wins the game. Because if he goes Crobat, he has to U-turn. Excuse me, he has to defog. So we are able to hit it. We're able to knock out Snorlax. Entei is going to come out and die. I don't know why he brought out Entei first. He definitely should have defogged. And I think he just threw the game. I don't know if he recognized the spike because Snorlax's fat body was blocking it. But that man just threw away his way of winning. In my opinion, anyway. Swampert comes out. I want to risk this just because if he doesn't go for Waterfall, I hit. Yeah. And this is, we'll go for one more recover. Because we definitely eat any hit from any of his mons. I love Hard Body so much, man. This feels like the UCL. So don't crit me right here, please. Thank you. And we'll be able to knock him out with the Psyshock. And like I said, I just pretty much made it. I made the plays I needed to make so that way I can win with Combine Reuniclus. Had he hit the first Focus Blast, I would have been at 100% and just won. Most likely. This Pokemon's so good. Crobat is going to come out. I don't know if he has Taunt, but I'm going for Recover anyway. And he even crits me right there. Nice. And it does not do enough. Reuniclus does not care. Reuniclus does not care at all. Beautiful. I love how after this next recover, I'm literally at full. I think I could 2 KO Sylveon too. GG. See if I actually made the Stone Edge play early, because I had a feeling that, wow, ooh, voice crack. I had a feeling that What's the guys? You got Thunder Blend. If you guys watch the old Blend, you know what I'm talking about. But I had a feeling he would make that double because it's so obvious that Chestnut. So had I gone with my gut, like I would have been playing Arrow amazingly. Not only did I get the pursuit off, but I would have been playing Arrow amazingly. I think I played Arrow pretty well in this game anyway. But had I made that play, I think it would have just been a straight up win with Calm Iron Nicholas. I mean, it was still a straight up win with Calm Iron Nicholas, but an easier win. My opponent has a bunch of setup mons that are extremely scary. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. Cloyster's a threat. I want to lead off with Napoleon just in case he leads off with that. He leads off with Aggron, though. It's more than likely Mega Aggron. I can take one Earthquake. Oh, I thought he said Ola. I was like, wait, what do you call him? We're going to go Chestnut here because Chestnut can take this thing on and just start phasing with the Roar. What I'll be trying to do when phasing is getting in Cloyster, which is more than likely Focus Sash. It could be Focus Sash. It doesn't have to be. Oh, that man had the same idea. Dorn. I gotta say this is Extreme Speed. This Extreme Speed is very, very powerful. So we're going right out into our Chestnut, expecting the Earthquake here. Maybe Thunder Wave if he has it. Yeah, there's the Earthquake. And now because I do have the faster Roar, we do beat him 1v1. Heavy Slam isn't going to be doing too much. We do have the Synthesis anyway. I'm assuming my Roar is going to go first this turn just because he might Roar too. He does go Crobat, so we are able to phase that thing out. Give me Cloyster. Mienshao. Not exactly what I wanted. They don't run Aerial Ace anymore. I'm going to set this up just to see what damage he could do to me. Looks like he's Life Orb though. So he's not going to be able to do too much. And I can just synthesis up just to scout the damage. The thing is, if he U-turns as he does into Crobat, I can then just go out to my Arrow on the Defog and then Pursuit. So actually, it also depends if he's banded or not. If I see an item on it. We do see Leftover, so he's not banded. Aerodactyl is still the play of choice. If he wants to U-turn out, he just takes a little bit more and then Pursuit 100% kills. There's a Defog. Nice. So he's probably just going to take this opportunity to get up his Stealth Rock again. I'll just Mega Evolve. Why don't they fear it? I don't understand. Is it really worth risking the speed tie? I can't agree with that, guys. Maybe it's just me, but that's such a low risk. I mean, you still live Pursuit. Maybe they're predicting me to go Pursuit. That's completely fine. I actually got a crit, so I did almost the damage I would do anyway. But I can't agree with it, man. I can't. The Arcanine comes out. I'm looking for my switch-ins. Haha. Well, Calm Iron Nicholas can win. I want to go Entei just in case he's a Will-O-Wisp variant because he did have Intimidate. I don't know if he Flare Blitz right here, close combat. He does go for Wild Charge. That is Life Orb damage. Shinshi might be able to knock me out, actually. I just want to use speed on my own. Get off as much as possible. Yeah, as he Wild Charges again. And what I can do is just Pursuit this thing. I would have loved to have Entei's Extreme Speed for Cloyster just in case it becomes a threat. Because it definitely has potential to. But, honestly, if I had Roost, I'd go for it here because I think he would go for Extreme Speed. But we're able to knock out Arcanine. Nice, nice, nice. That was a monster. I could not switch into that thing at all. I really couldn't switch into that thing. Crobat, what? What? Okay. Well, Crobat's gone, so my rocks are here to stay. What? Cloyster comes out, and this is where it gets a little bit tricky, because I want to hit it. I am going to hit it. Knock it out with Scald after. Yeah, so he's able to Shell Smash up. I'm going to save Aerodactyl because it does outspeed Mienshao. He has White Herb. I think Sylveon is a sack right here. Because now that I know he's White Herb, I know that he is not King's Rock. So Empoleon will be able to take the hit. I could just Hyper Voice right here. Yeah, now he'll be able to go out to Empoleon. And go right for the Scald and knock him out at 13%. I should go for HP Electric just to be safe. I know Scald knocks him out, but I'm going for HP Electric just because I can. Look at that. That's doing absolutely nothing. I actually thought it would do a little bit more. I could have also gotten up Stealth Rock. Wow. So we are able to knock out the Cloyster. Originally, this Empoleon had Roar, but he said that spikes and stuff could be a little bit annoying. Mienshao comes out. I don't see a reason not to go out to Reuniclus, honestly. I can recover off the damage he wants to do if he goes right for High Jump Kick. I do take High Jump Kick plus Knockoff, and again, I'll be able to recover off the damage that he goes for. I'm surprised he didn't go Venom off there to potentially set up, but as you can see, that does a lot, but Hard Body does not care because we can recover off the damage. Yum. Yum. He does so much, though, just in general. I'm pretty sure Aggron's coming out. He does opt to go Venom off, though. So, this is tricky because I have potential lose to this Mon. I don't know if he'd Sleep Powder. I'm going to go Arrow. I can't risk him Bug Buzzing or something like that, as he unfortunately misses the Sleep Powder. Sorry about that. See, I want to Pursuit again, but this guy's stayed in with everything. I'm going for Pursuit. Yeah. Now you can't come in on Scald. So he misses Sleep Powder. That's unfortunate. Like, what can I do about that? As I can now go out into my Empoleon. Our Shuca Berry's still up and get up our Stealth Rock. I can even throw off Scalds if I wanted to. Actually, yeah, I'm going to throw off a Scald. That prevents Venomoth from coming in. It also has the potential to burn the Aggron as I do. And obviously we're going to eat up his attack because of the Shuca Berry anyway. So now Aggron is on a ridiculous timer. And Aerodactyl just wins, so... yeah, got a bit lucky there. And what I will do actually is go directly into Chestnut. And just get up a Spike. I don't want Venomoth coming in. I don't want anything coming in. Gets up his Stealth Rock. I don't know if I've shown Spike yet, but I could Leech Seed here, so... yeah, we're able to get up a Spike. And that'll be game. Yeah, that's definitely game. Venomoth should die. I'll just get him now. Venomoth 100% dies. All I'm trying to do is make it so my Aerodactyl wins the game. And by getting up these hazards, that's exactly what's going to happen. So I'll be able to Drain Punch here. Knock out the Aggron. Also getting a little bit of chip HP, so I could take a hit from Mienshao. Spikes and Stealth Rock will be able to knock out Venomoth. I think he had plenty of other opportunities to bring it out. Obviously missing the Sleep Powder sucks, right? But I think he had also other opportunities to bring out Venomoth. Like versus Empoleon, for example. Well, I mean, he did bring it up. But like versus... yeah, actually Empoleon, he just went hard enough to Venomoth, to be honest. We do tank these High Jump Kicks. And Drain Punch is going to be recovering up a hefty chunk. Hefty. I'm going to get up another Spike just because I can. Because it kills him with regen. Yeah, it kills him regardless of the regen. Or it should. Oh, actually, no, it'll be very close. So again, Venomoth is going to come out. That's going to die. I kind of figured he'd U-turn anyway, which is why I got the Spike. Alternatively, I could have also went for Roar, but I already knew Venomoth would die, which is why I didn't go for that. And Mienshao is going to come in, and it kills him with a Life Orb hit. Yep. And we're not going to let him kill us. We're going to go for Synthesis. We back. So, Life Orb is going to be able to knock him out. And that's going to be a good game. Let us look for... how much time we're at? About 32? Yeah, look for another one. Look for one more. This one has a Gyarados. This one's scary. Celebi is also... I love Celebi in this tier. It's so nasty. Celebi will become even... like... it's already so good in the tier. And it'll get even better if... yep. Celebi will get even better if Hydreigon's gone. I gotta be careful around Nidoqueen. Very careful, actually. I'm leading off with Entei because... yeah, I think that's how I'm gonna do it. How I'm gonna play this game. I'm gonna let my Entei go down to weaken Nidoqueen because it's so much of a threat. If you are real, I am a subscriber. Thank you, friend. Come on, Reuniclus definitely has a shot. Actually, I'll lead Empoleon. If he dissolve with Nidoqueen, I'll switch. I mean, I do have Shuca Berry, but again, I need it for Gyarados. But then again, if I Mega Evolve Arrow and save my Stream Speed, and then Sylveon doesn't get Flinch and Chestnut, I'd beat Gyarados. He leads off with Celebi. I do take any one attack he wants to go for, and I really, really, really want to get up my Stealth Rock. The good thing is his Fairy Resists don't have reliable recoveries. I mean, one of them might have Pain Split if it's not choiced, but the other one, Nidoqueen, doesn't have anything, and he doesn't have any Wish support. So if I get up my Stealth Rock and go hard... did that Scarf Celebi? I'm not even sure. But basically, if I get up my Stealth Rock and go hard into Sylveon on the Celebi, had he stayed in, I would have been able to beat it 1v1, but... right out to Gyarados we go. Good. Good. He doesn't know. He does not know. I kind of want to Scald and then go for HP Electric just to throw him off a little bit. But I'm going to go right for HP Electric anyway because he actually Earthquakes right off the bat. So we're going to be able to weaken this thing with the HP Electric. We take those. His next Earthquake doesn't even knock me out. So I'll be able to throw off another one. A Celebi is going to come out. And now the one mon I was super scared about early on in the game is potentially gone. This is still useful for burning. I'll throw off a Scald anyway because his Leaf Storm doesn't knock me out. He puts me in Torrent and then I can knock him out. Yeah, I had a feeling he was Scarf Celebi. So I'll be able to throw off some Scalds right here. I put him in range of pursuit. If he wants to go for a double Leaf Storm, if anything wants to come out. If I burn Blastoise, I can set up rocks on that thing. Yeah, he doesn't have a good water resist now. Gyarados goes down to Torrent boosted Scald. Rhyperior goes down. Nidoqueen will go down or at least close. Pretty much he doesn't have good switch into this mod. And if he does choose to stay in, then I can get rid of Scarf Celebi with Pursuit. So, unfortunately he misses. So it's taking even more damage than what it needed to. We actually burn it too. So I'm going to take advantage of this and save my Pokemon. As he swaps out first into Blastoise. So, not the worst for me. Because honestly, he doesn't know my set. But I just don't want to risk the Ice Beam, so I'm doubling back on the Sylveon. He does go Nidoqueen, so not the best switch for me either. But I did not want to risk Ice Beam. I don't want to take a Sludge Wave either. This is where I'll sack Empoleon. As he goes for Rocks. And again, he doesn't know if I'm speedy or not. I mean, he should stay in and just Earth Power. But he didn't know if I was speedy or not, is what I'm trying to say. So, I really just want to weaken this Nidoqueen. I'm so weak to it. And I just want to go for the Flare Blitz. I don't want to miss Sacred Fire. Also, Flare Blitz just does a lot more anyway. So, I definitely just want to weaken this Nidoqueen. Just for Aerodactyl to be able to late game sweep. Or clean up, whatever you want to call it. But this is a banded Entei's Flare Blitz. Like, his best switching is Rhyperior, which is definitely a good switching. But, I mean, I have Chestnut for that, so I'm not too worried. Also, him switching out Blastoise leads me to believe that he does not have Ice Beam if he was actually fearing the Wood Hammer. He definitely does not have to stay in with Nidoqueen, though. He does have Blastoise. He does have Gyarados as a pivot that he can just sack. Goes Rhyperior as well, so he goes hard into the Rhyperior. Not a bad play. That takes so much from that, too. It's so obvious if I go Chestnut, right? We're going it anyway. Definitely super obvious, but... He Dragon Tails me out, so what are you, support? Brings me on to Sylveon, which I do not mind because I just start throwing off some Hyper Voices right here and start hurting him. I mean, alternatively, I could save Sylveon because it does take on the Blastoise, but he switches out into Nidoqueen anyway, so it takes a bit of chip damage. That is definitely what I wanted. And at this point, what's the sack to make? He support this. I don't know. I don't think Chestnut does as much as I wanted it to do. Reuniclus wins. I already know Reuniclus wins. Like, 100%. I literally comment up and click shot. Yeah, we're sacking Chestnut. I can comment up a Reuniclus and just win. So, we'll let him knock me out the Sludge Wave. As I'll now be able to go out to Entei. Yeah, we did lose our Earthquake switching, but I don't think we need it as much anymore. Especially now because I can just click Sacred Fire. Main reason I'm going for Sacred Fire is because if he does switch out to Rhyperior again, it does give me the opportunity to burn him. So I'll do a little bit less overall, but if I do burn him, we 2-hit KO him. As I am able to burn the Rhyperior. So like I said, we do 2-hit KO if we do hit the next one. Actually, that could be a roll. Kind of doubt it though. We are able to hit the Rhyperior. Nice. That is going to go down. If Blastoise wants to come out, I'm staying in and going for the Sacred Fire again. If Celebi comes out, I mean, we already know it's Scarf, but all I need is one Combined Up for Hard Body to win. I'm going hard to Reuniclus, honestly. No reason not to. He does Healing Wish up. Ooh. Ooh. That's something I didn't see. I'm going to risk this thing Dragon Dancing up right now. And go hard out into Aerodactyl. Because if he's adamant, I do outspeed. After Dragon Dance. We'll risk it. I saw Intimidate anyway, so... We'll see. Are you adamant or jolly? He is jolly, Gyarados. Alright. So be that. Sylveon eats a hit and knocks it out with Extreme Speed anyway. I guess I do risk being flinched, so that's my fault. On another note, to be honest, if I knew he was going to go for that attack, I probably should just went hard out to Aerodactyl because I could have Mega Evolved anyway. But we are able to get off a Hyper Voice. We already knocked him out with Extreme Speed anyway, so the crit wasn't really too... It wasn't really anything too important. But we're going to be able to click Extreme Speed here. Picking him off with our Entei. I guess Dark Pulse Blastoise could be a little bit interesting. Why would you even run Dark Pulse in this tier though nowadays? I think Scald, Aura Sphere, and Ice Beam is just the best set. But I mean, that doesn't mean he has to be running that. But Rotom Heat is his play of choice. Okay. We'll be able to Extreme Speed that and bring it down to close to Stealth Rock damage. As he's able to Volt Switch on out of there. And all I gotta do is Calm Mind up now. Again, it depends if he has Dark Pulse on Blastoise. So I might have thrown it if he does have Dark Pulse. I feel like he does. If he doesn't, it doesn't matter. Game well played, man. That man won. He does have the pulse. Oh my god, he actually does the pulse. Good game, dude. So I definitely threw. I didn't think about Healing Wish. Had I known or thought about Healing Wish, I would have went hard into Arrow right there. But that was my fault. Definitely my fault. But in any case, guys, I hope you all enjoyed. I'm just gonna forfeit because I could have just let him kill me. I could just ended it right there. But yeah, that was completely my fault. The Nidoqueen though was very scary, but I should have just Calm Minded up Reuniclus really early on and just started winning because honestly he had nothing for Calm Mind up Reuniclus. I just thought the last move on Celebi would be Trick, which is why I didn't Calm Mind up. But again, I hope you guys all enjoyed. Give me your thoughts down below on the Hydreigon suspect test, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye, friends.